because Trump outlawed clocks. Okay. Hi, live from 10 years into the future. It's it's Riley Williams and and hi. Wow, there's a woman on screen. Agnes, how are you doing? You know, in the future here, we don't even allow women on screen. Like, you're not allowed to do this anymore. Like, women don't have a voice anymore because in the future, we don't believe in women having a voice.
Yeah, but I am a lady, Agnes,
for our babies.
And as a
how
part
are you
of
doing?
The royalty, but I'm as part of the royalty. I have special, special license that I can appear once in a while, once a year. Yes, as a royalty, because that we have royals now.
I guess that's allowed. That's allowed. Hey, I'm seeing you, and I'm happy that I'm seeing you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming to you live from the future. We can't breathe out here, so that's why I'm wearing this. Most of my friends got bird flu, avian flu, and so most of them have died. But I happen to live maybe a few miles away from the Canadian border. But it's really hard. Like, I can always hear the gunshots shooting now because the Canadians built a wall to keep us out because we tried to take over their country. The rest of the world actually assisted them to take us over. Ukraine actually is now a part of Russia, but it's okay because they installed a new puppet person over there. Marco Rubio is now the president of Ukraine. It's wild.
Makes sense. They should never.
We're living in amazing times.
They should never start that war, otherwise that would never happen. But if they would only listen, yes.
Yeah. Yes, they did it to themselves. As far as history knows, they did it to themselves. They had nothing to do with Putin. It had nothing to do with Russia trying to take their land. It had nothing to do with the fact that NATO granted them a certain amount of assistance when they gave up their nuclear munitions back way in ancient history. What is it, 2000 something? That's a long time ago. Who cares about that? They should just have given themselves up. And so now we've got a whole other situation here. Here in the future, we have the air traffic hunger games. And the reason why is we no longer have FAA people who actually work the planes anymore. What happens is they give everybody, when you get on a plane, they give everybody an iPad, and you are allowed to direct your plane from your seat to get in. And so it's just a matter of time. It's like, it's like Russian roulette with the planes now. That's what we do now. We don't bother to have actual FAA people doing it. I mean, there weren't enough white guys to do the job, and only white people can do that particular job.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
We gave that away.
I can absolutely see that happening.
It's so weird.
Yeah. And I'm sure they are not from states as let's say Kentucky or Mississippi, because without the Department of Education, I'm sure those states did, their education level went up that high below zero, and now what are they teaching there? There's not enough qualified people, of course. Yeah.
Oh no, they repealed all normal education. All of the tests, all of that, all got repealed because we no longer have a federal board of education in the United States. So
Yes.
all the different levels of education have gone away. Nobody's set, and everybody has to follow certain levels. We do whatever we want. In fact, in most of the states, they have put in what is called the flat earth uncensored. So everybody believes in flat earth now. Black people were never slaves. The Native Americans were a army that came across the Pacific and tried to attack us. That's what we believe now. We don't believe any of the false history from back in the time. That is all ridiculous. We've gotten rid of all of that. Here we are in the future. It's very, very different time, Agnes. Very different time.
I knew that the most popular vacation spot will be by the edge of the earth. I knew that's the result. Yes, that by the edge of the earth. I love that. I love that. Absolutely. Yeah.
That Gaza is now a place where we have a mission there that basically shoots off from there and goes to the casino, the Trump casino that we put on the moon. So there's a Trump casino on the. By the way, God rest his soul. Mr. Trump has passed away, but we keep his head in a bottle. And Elon Musk and the Doge AI that took over the country, they still refer to him, but he's technically just kind of a puppet. He's not the real president anymore. But he's here, and we still praise Trump. Praise Trump. Praise Trump. So you have to make sure you say that nowadays because you'll get in trouble.
I'm exercising my arms now, yes, to do that. Because, yeah, especially with my heritage. Yes, that's
it's good. Just right up the side for you.
Yes, absolutely. That's just right there. Yes.
Social Security. There were so many discrepancies because there were people in it that we couldn't figure out whose age they were. It wasn't because of any computer problems. That was not what caused it. What probably caused it is we just had too many people. So the avian flu, we just got rid of that. We just, allowed that to multiply, get rid of a bunch of people. And now we have a retirement lottery. So every 20 people who had Social Security, they're not all allowed to get it. 1 out of the 20. So we put you in a little arena and we make you fight to the death to see whether or not you get to keep your Social Security. Okay, so that's what happens here in the future, people, because we did not want Black woman as president. We weren't going to have that. We weren't going to have someone
loves winners only. Remember? Yeah, that actually makes sense.
Yes.
Yes, only the winners are the favorite people. Yes. So yeah.
Yes. Only winners. Yes. Yes. We feed them well. We dress them up. We have them walk around. It's like the Hunger Games. It's great. Oh, by the way, the IRS, they only have about 20 people staffed there now. That's all. It's only 20 people, and they all accept bribes. So if you are paying your taxes and you don't like how much you are actually going to have to pay, then you just pay them a bribe, and they pay it. They figure out how much you owe, right? And then they decide whether or not they're still going to prosecute you, or they are going to let you continue to work for them and give them money for the rest of your life. If you don't pay them enough, then we feed you to the AI, because we need to put people in a big vat. Some of the energy is put in there, the gasoline, the human beings. We stir it up, and that's how we feed the AI. The AI needs to be fed, and in order for the taxes, the 20 humans who run the IRS department to keep going, they need to have the AI that does that. And that, it is what it is, man. We love it this way. This is what we voted for, right? This is what we voted for. We love it.
Number one, those Nigerian scammers, they were up to something.
I do not know if
that's number one. Number two, completely makes sense with
everybody's up to something. So we got rid of everyone.
Yeah, today actually I call IRS for one of my clients to find out about how offer and compromise. Why I'm not hearing anything since November, where I was promised to. The first message is you will get the message, a letter notification for 120 days, which actually passed as of November. It passed the 120 days. And now, before there was a version that, you are, instead waiting a couple hours in queue, leave us the number, we call you back. In approximately 3-4 hours, they called back. Now you can leave a message and they will call you back, I don't know, in a week or two. So cutting down the staff, it absolutely makes sense. You will get 0 notifications, 0 information. And so completely makes sense. Completely makes sense. Absolutely.
That's fantastic. Like that is the way that is done right now in your current time. So that completely makes sense why we would have moved on to this new section. This I do not understand why we had the IRS for so long to actually make people do the right thing and pay into this system where we keep, I don't know, the government running so that we keep people healthy and able to continue to do work. No, we don't want to do that anymore. Whoever can survive will survive. That's pretty much how we do it. If you see me looking around, it's because some of the cows have mutated from the avian flu and they now have wings, and many of them will just sneak up on you at night and take you away. There is no health care, there is no Medicaid, so you just kind of have to beat them off and get away from them as much as you possibly can. There's no fantastic stuff here. Hey, the last time I checked, they're out there in the Gulf of America. We've got these giant whale creatures that also make it so that you can't. I mean, we just had most of the animals that we had mutated after the great oil spill of the Gulf of America, and so there are no more shrimp. That water mass just kind of bubbles and boils all the time. You can't go down there because swimming in the water will give you like these giant lesions now, because we don't really have any environmental agencies to take care of anything. We've gotten rid of all of those. It's a fantastic world we live in here in 2035. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep this time warp open so that I can speak to you from 2035. But if there are any questions you want to ask me about anything specific, I'd love to answer and tell you exactly how it went.
Well, I'm a little bit afraid. The sad about thing is that everything was foretold during the elections. So you won't have to vote anymore. Just get me this once, and you don't have to vote anymore. Everything's gonna go. All the freedom and everything, and it's just that which directions people didn't listen. Just one subject took over everything else. The immigration that took over, and nothing else matters. Like how a person can be a minister of health and who tells you, no, 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 I'm not going to challenge anything. I'm not going to challenge any vaccines. And now I'm going to inspect everything and look into everything. So, like, in the future, what is the alive birth rate, and how many kids actually survives? And then this is scary. This is really, really scary. And
All of
all
the
the
babies must be
medications.
kept. All of the babies must be kept. It doesn't matter if they make you septic. It doesn't matter if they are mutating into zombies in your womb. It doesn't matter. Every baby, it matters. In fact, they exist before they exist. And so you're not allowed to die, and you're not allowed to kill any baby or have any kind of abortion, because we have to bring them to term. They must come to term. But once they come to term, it doesn't matter. We can shoot them, we can kill them, we can eat them, we can serve them. By the way, you were talking about RFK. He is a great man, revered in our time, because he led to finding all of the whales and chopping up their heads and basically taking their skulls and bringing them home, because he wanted all this whale skulls. And that kind of is what created the whales. The whales became sentient and then mutated to come attack us all. So you kind of can't go into the sea, mainly because the RFK whale hunt. It's a fantastic story. You really need to come only into the future to see it. So yeah, there's lots of babies here. We don't we don't believe in any
So,
kind
like,
of mother's rights or
when
anything.
someone, no,
Women are not
no, of course.
important. You're all just so
So when someone goes for a date, someone is going, picking you up behind
by the way,
them, making notes, taking notes if if there will be conception at that present moment, right?
what's a date? We don't have those anymore. You just get matched. You just get matched by the Doge AI. It basically says, here is the guy and here is the woman you are allowed to have. Okay. And if you make a mistake, sorry, they take her and they feed her to the AI. It just, it is what it is. And you're lucky if you get that, because you have to be you have to have made a certain amount, or you have to be related to certain people, because now everything is based on a meritocracy. But meritocracy doesn't mean that you are a person who has developed things of merit. You only have merit if you are related to either one of the four techno network companies or the Trump family. So I should explain that. The techno network family. Elon took a part of the country, right? He took the southeast. Um, Bezos owns the northeast. Um, the Google guys own the southeast, and up north, up here, it's Bill Gates. But honestly, most of the people, they don't. The other three, they really don't like Bill Gates, because he seems to be a little weird about giving people rights and stuff. That's not cool in the new technocracy. So the country is no longer made of 50 states. It's 4 territories that are controlled by 4 different techno billionaires. That's the way it is now. And so you got to be very careful not to say the wrong thing. You have to make sure that you're ready to do the Roman salute at any time. Okay? This is a Roman salute. It's what is allowed under President Elon. Oh, sorry. Our Lord and Savior, Elon Musk. Can you imagine?
King Elon the First. King Elon the First.
That's right. Yes. King Elon the First. What is it? Destroying of government by Elon. Yes, DOGE. That's what that is for. It's actually, they told you that it was a Department of Government, but they were just tricking you to make sure that you know. Well, Agnes, back in your time, I understand that you might still have like a couple of things happening in your time. Aren't you doing some sort of event there with your group, your bereavement group? You know, you live in such a better time than I do. You still actually are able to have things like bereavement groups. It's like, I mean, you have First Amendment rights back there. You can actually say the things that you want to say without
I,
having to
I,
say,
I
"Oh,
actually, yes, I actually exist. Yes, I actually exist, and I can make decision for my own self. Can you imagine?
wow, wow."
Yes, yes,
That's
yes.
coming to an end very soon. Very soon. They'll end that for you.
So like the voting thing, it's done. I don't have to do that anymore, right? That
No,
was that
you're
was the
done.
last one.
They have taken that terrible responsibility right out of your hands. We don't vote anymore. We pay for things, and as we pay for things, that that tallies up how much we vote or how much we love each company. So Amazon is currently in the lead. All right,
Yeah,
Musk is number two. You know, all the drones are great. We love the drones. The drones fly around all the time and just let us know what's happening, and that we're supposed to pay attention to whatever they tell us over here. The drones are fantastic. I'm sure you love it, and you'd love it too. But no, don't you have a an event coming up in your time? It's a bereavement event or something. You want to tell people about
yes,
that?
yes, yes. Starting March 12th till April till 30th, 8 week program. We are running in Bohemia, in St. John Nepomucene Parish, three groups: a loss of a spouse, general loss, which will be a spouse of a parent or a friend or a sibling, and my specialty, loss of a child, of adult child.
Okay, okay, okay.
So we found that those groups are very extremely helpful, and we would like to invite anyone who, to try it, who is grieving, just to try. So if people could call to pre-register at 631-589-0540, extension 250, please do so. And if we are filled up for this group, another one will be starting in September. We're running those groups twice a year. So we will invite you, and they are very this program is just amazing. It's really amazing. I I know this from experience that people are very unsure of if they belong to this group. If this is okay, if that's going to help. We encourage people to attend to at least 3 meetings, and I believe that after first meeting they will see that they are right at home, and they will find that's the place where they will find the most of the understanding. And we are sharing, as facilitators, we're sharing with members different tools to help them cope with grief. So, where
Yeah,
was love, there was grief. So it's that's what they say, that is a love with no place to go. Grief is that love without place to go, and that's true. That's true. So, with dealing with everything that we have to deal with every single morning, waking up to different news, different tragic stories, different frightening stories. We are
right.
laughing about this future right now, but it's so sad that is that's the very very bleak future that we might be looking into it if we allow this to happen. If someone's not going to finally wake up and say, I think we're going too far, I think we should pause and maybe retreat, and maybe rethink what was done, that this is not benefiting everybody, that maybe we start hurting each other, and that we are here as society to help the weaker ones, the ones that they need help, the ones that we need to reach out to, and help them as human beings. We need to help each other. I think that's the first rule of humanity. It doesn't matter if they're in this country or another country. If we have a lot of medications, or even you know i- i- and we can help others, why not to do that? Why to put small children into through starvation? Why not to help others to have better life? Why not? Isn't that the role of humanity? If the who- Otherwise we're not going to be better than animals. And animals in groups, they help each other, they take care of the weak ones, they're the ones in need. So why not step up and do that for other human being?
Yeah, that would be great. It's just we need to have all the resources. We need everything. The few 1% at the top need to have all of the resources. They do not want to possibly lose even one of the 40 billions that they have. No, we want to be as rich as we possibly can so that we completely insulate ourselves from all kinds of crazy. You know, Elon has 45 children now. It's fantastic. It's absolutely
13,
fantastic.
13,
Yeah, he
14
had
and mother,
13.
13.
No,
Yeah.
in your time, I think he had like
In your,
13.
I'm so sorry. Yes,
Yes,
but 10
yes.
years is a long time, so he's got time to catch up. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely, absolutely. And then basically he had the women just sent to him, and every night he just finishes up. It's 45 kids now, and that's in he wants to stop at 45 because that's the first presidency of Donald Trump, first one. So that's what he wants to honor that. Great. Thank you so very much, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this show, if you enjoy Love, Death, and Tax in general, even in the future, please like and subscribe. Hey, by the way, Agnes, we've got like 1 million followers in the future, but YouTube does not give us any of the money because it all goes to the people at Google. I'm not allowed to own anything because I'm only 3/5 of a person at this point. Yeah, they rolled that back for all black people. We're only 3/5 of a person now. So I'm not really allowed to own any property, and as a woman, you don't get anything whatsoever. Um, I am trying to move to red, white, and blue land, which is, I guess, in your time they used to call it Greenland. And I'm hoping I can move over there and start a brand new life here in the future in 2035. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a great evening. I hope if you have something you want to tell us about this show, you send it to mailbag at lovedeathandtaxes.com and enjoy. All right. Bye bye, Agnes.
Good luck.